Today I'm going to be showing you the basics of the G Suite application Google Slides. This infographic that was created by Kathy Schrock gives us a little bit of insight of how to connect the SAMR model with Bloom's taxonomy. Using Google Slides touches base on each one of these levels as you get further and further into the application. So if you are going to replace Google Slides with Microsoft PowerPoint, for example, that would just be replacing one technology for another, so there's no functional change. Augmenting, if we took the Google Slides and collaborated with somebody, that would reach the augmentation level. Modification, if we worked on something like a choose your own adventure digital story, that's definitely getting into the higher order thinking. And then redefinition, not only going up to that level, but even like as you're presenting, turning on the questioning function so that people can ask you questions while you're presenting in Google Slides. So you can easily hit all of these levels using Google Slides. There are basically three ways you can get to create a Google Slide. The first way is from Google Drive. You click on New, Google Slide, and then you choose if you want to start from a blank presentation or from a template. The templates you can upload, or they have templates that are already created for you. The second way you can get there is by just simply searching slides.google.com, and that will open up into Google Slides. And then the third way that you can get there, if you are logged into Google Chrome, you can click on the Apps Launcher and you can find Slides that way. So there's three ways basically to get there. Once you get into Google Slides, you can either start from a blank presentation or you can use a template from the template gallery. The template gallery has a lot. You can either choose from if you are a G Suite for Education school, then your school can upload their own, or you can use the ones that they've already made for you. We're going to use a blank one today, so I'm going to go back and hit blank slide. The first thing I always try to do is to name my presentation. So go ahead and name your presentation. And the next thing you're going to do is pick a theme. So I can scroll through the themes and pick one that I like, and then click on it, and I can start my slideshow. I'm going to pick this one. So I just titled my first slide, and I want to center the text, so I highlighted it, and I'm going to go over to where I can pick if I want it centered. There we go. Next thing I'm going to do is add some more slides. So what I do to add a slide, you hit the plus sign. Here, okay, so here's the Explore feature, which I'll show you in just a minute. There's also the area where you're going to put your speaker notes. If you're doing a presentation, you want to keep the brunt of the text off of the slides. You can slide this up if that helps you type better, and then you can slide it back down when you're working on the visual slide. All right, so if I go to and add an image on here, and to insert the image, you just hit the Insert tab and go to Image. If you don't have anything on your computer saved, go ahead and click on the Search tab, and I'm going to click Beach because I am hoping for nice weather. So I'm going to click that picture, and up comes my picture onto my slide. Now, if you have a hard time sort of designing these slides, because you can change background colors and all of that, then what I recommend that you do is try out this Explore feature. The Explore feature does really amazing things with organizing your slides and making it look presentable in different ways. So here's some options that it came up with, which I think are really nice, and I'm actually going to pick this one. So I can go ahead and go through each slide by clicking on Explore, and I think it does work better if you put the picture up there first. So as you add text and images, you can highlight the text and you can hyperlink. So I could click on the hyperlink button, which is right here, and then I can link to other slides within the presentation, or I can link to a website. So you can also do that with images. And the format of Google Slides is very similar to Microsoft PowerPoint. So there are some stuff you can add in here like word art, and you can just, type in a word into word art, and then you get this text box, and then I can go to the fill color and I can pick a color that will stand out. Maybe I want to change the width of the border. That's a little too thick. Okay, and then I could even make the border color red so it really sticks out. So you can add text over these slides, and you can twist them and whatnot. So there's a lot of stuff you can do on here. One of the greatest aspects of the G Suite applications are the ability to collaborate. So if you hit the share button within your slide, you can invite people to, if you have, make sure this says can edit, send them an email address and they'll be able to work with you collaboratively at the same time. Once you're done your slide presentation, I want to point out a couple of things. You want to change the sharing permissions, hit the Advanced tab, hit Change, and then anyone with the link, and make sure this says Can View, and Save. And then the other really nice thing about Google Slides is that when you go to present this, the presenter view, which is right here, when you click on the presenter view, one of the really nice things that you can do now is you can start new. There is a URL that's up here. Let me make this better. Okay, this URL right here. So they're just going to take this URL and copy and paste it into the search bar, or just type it in. And then what they can do is they can ask questions and they will pop up here. So let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so I just put my question up there from my iPhone, and it pops up like this. And if I want to present this question within my presentation, I click on that. And while I'm presenting, you can see that at the top of my presentation that there is ask a question at the link. So that's one option that you have. That's really neat. Another feature that you might want to use is the pointer feature. So while you're doing your presentation, you can point stuff out with the pointer feature. So when you're done, you can just click on Exit, and that brings you back to your presentation. And those are really just the basics just to get you started. Oh, there are transitions as well. So if you want to just put a transition from slide to slide, you can check the transitions out. And then if you like what it looks like, what you can do is apply to all slides. You can play it, see what it looks like. So that's a medium fade. So you can check transitions there. Thanks for watching.